Hi everyone, this is Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be the reading for the monthly Love Tarot for May 2016 for the sign of Aquarius. All right, so we start the 1st of May with the celebration of the Celtic Festival of Beltane, and so that is the purification ritual, the fire, the renewal, the denoting of spring, of getting rid of the old wood and allowing the new growth to come through. So with that, I'm using today The Journey into the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore and the art by Julia Jeffrey. And so we've got 5 planets in retrograde. Our new moon in Taurus will be on the 6th of May, and on the 22nd we will have the full moon in Sagittarius. So this month is about a slow and steady progress. It is about renewal, revamping, using the retrograde energies to prioritize and review the choices that you've made for your life and what you want to really have, to be able to weed out those things that no longer serve you and create that that void, that space, in order to allow the new to come in. Now we do have an Earth trine, a grand trine in the Earth signs. We have Venus in Taurus, Jupiter in Virgo, and Pluto in Capricorn. And that is at the beginning during the new moon, excuse me, in Taurus. So Taurus is all about what is ours, what is mine. What do I own? What are my possessions? What is my security? But it's also ruled by Venus. So where is more love? What do we love? What do we feel that is beautiful? What do we want to have surrounding us in our lives? And so it works out well that the retrogrades are in this time. So we have that ability to discern and to choose what it is that we want to bring into our life. If you feel that you need additional guidance or assistance in getting through some of this shadow period, some of this review, and you're a little confused or not sure which way to go, then the Akashic reading would be perfect for you. So you can check out my website, akashicinspirations.com. The links are in the comments below. And check out to see if there is a reading that resonates for you. I also do daily readings, of course, on Facebook, and I do live stream interactions on Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we just had one for the full moon ceremony of cutting the cords and bringing in the beautiful, compassionate energies of Kuan Yin, it was just a really lovely evening. I truly, truly enjoyed doing that and stepping into my role as the spiritual teacher. They've been urging me to do so, so that is what I am going to do. So with that said, let us see what cards are going to come out for Aquarius for the month of May. I call in the angels and guides, and through the Akashics receive the messages. So we start with the Nine of Pentacles, very grounded energies. Then we go to the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Very interesting. Some of these have been repeated. And here we have the King of Swords. Very interesting. I see this as a couple here. Oh, there we go. Oh, and they're lovely. Four of Swords and King of Pentacles has been coming up no matter how much I shuffle these cards. Oh, lovely. Ace of Swords. Looks like lots. You're in a lot of thinking, Oh, Three of Wands. My gosh, they're just flying out. And the Hierophant. All right. So, let us see. Let's start here. Nine of Pentacles. It is a time for you to reflect and be in gratitude. This is the card of gratitude, Nine of Pentacles. You are able to see the abundance and the prosperity that has been in your life and has been surrounding you, the love and support of family and friends, material gains, and just everything that you've been able to manifest. And for that, we need to be grateful for. Create a gratitude bowl, do a gratitude journal, just every night say thank you to your angels and guides who have helped you throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the years, throughout your life. And say, just be an appreciation for the beauty that surrounds you in your life. Look for those things. Ask to be shown them more. And with the Four of Pentacles, here we have, they're like kind of, here we've got like a badger or an animal that hides their treasures, the babies, in deep within the earth, and it's under a solid foundation of these stones, these dolmens that litter the landscape in England and France and Western Europe. And they represent a foundation of, I would say, primal energies. And so it denotes our primal instincts towards stability, towards safety, towards comfort, towards being in groups, being in community, and sharing with those that you love. Then we go to the Page of Swords. Now she's an apprentice. She's an initiate. So, it looks like the sword is way too heavy for her because she can't even lift it up, right? And she's kind of like bare chest, even though she's got like a very thin gauze across her. So it means that she is kind of like innocent and bared to the world. And she's so concentrating on focusing on her determination to, be able to lift this sword up, to be able to use it, that she doesn't even realize that, that somebody's watching or that we're looking at the card. And she's just totally focused on an inward thoughts and inward focus and being able to reach the goal that she wants to reach. Now here we go from the initiate to the king. And he's the one that's mastered the sword now. He doesn't have to lift it. It just stands by his side. And that is sufficient. He has mastered the ability to focus his thoughts, to hone in on his intuition. It seems he's had to do some things that may have not been of the best or the pleasantest. He looks as if he has actually like a crown of thorns, excuse me, saying it backwards. So it's something that he's been through some rough times, but he's come into this equilibrium within himself, like kind of an acceptance, if you will. So we've got a lot of mental activity here, lots of swords. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. 4 swords and 3 pentacles. It's a little bit of a balance between air. What I find in this card is kind of a wistfulness. And I love that she has blue butterflies that just kind of land in her hair. So it's like those whispered thoughts of God, of universe, of guidance, of your angels, just lightly kissing the top of your head to imbue you with these thoughts. And she's kind of looking up, kind of like daydreaming, right? And it's a moment of innocence, and thought. And here we have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is that person that is generous, that is loving, that is kind, that knows how to be a leader and wants to be supportive of you learning how to be the leader of your own life. So here, this child is totally, I mean, she's just in heaven. Look at that. I mean, who wouldn't want to, who hasn't seen a child just close their eyes like they're purring, like as if they were a cat, right? So that's what she's like. And he's looking at her with love, with fondness, with understanding, and with wanting to guide her. But being that rock, being that support for her to be able to go forward as she moves into life. And here I have Joanna coming to want to sit in the middle of my spread. So sorry about that. If they don't fight. Annabelle's kind of a little rowdy right now. So sorry about that. So now we go to the Ace of Swords. So here is the heron. And I love the swirls. I love the colors. Some of these colors are so subdued, but they seem so calming to me. So this is your moment where, after feeling supported, after being generously led to step into your own leadership in your life, is when you get these beautiful inspirational thoughts. Working with Archangel Gabriel is wonderful here, because that is the messenger angel and the one that brings inspiration to artists, to creativity. And what we create is the Three of Wands. This is our action. This is what we're creating, this bond with another, this beautiful relationship that blossoms into having this child, right? So it blossoms into this energy, this new energy, as the two of you come together in a relationship, and you make the commitment, then you create something new. A new energy is born when twin flames or soulmates find each other and create their union. And here we have the Hierophant. And so it is about learning and teaching, spiritual teaching as well. It seems that even though he's very wizened, he has like a little sense of humor to him. If you kind of look at his face, he kind of looks like he's got a little bit of a smile there, a little kind of twinkle in his eye, and maybe like a little mischievousness, because he's found that with wisdom and with learning and teaching, you have to have some laughter and a sense of humor. So it's telling you to not take life too serious, and to be able to laugh at our own foibles, at our own missteps, and just say, okay, lesson learned. And I'm really attracted. I love this. This is the card in the middle here. Maybe I'd like to go back and read a little bit from the book on it, because I do love the way she writes and the way she describes things. It says the stability of the four creates a quiet resting place for her imaginings. In this quiet moment, she can reflect. She can remember that, like the ivy in her hair, she is determined and strong, that no matter the damage, she will heal, grow, and flourish. She reaches up to touch the strong, shiny leaves and feels a butterfly light on her fingertip. The sadness that filled her recedes, and a smile begins to curve on her lips. Thoughts that seem disjointed slowly reconnect. She can see solutions to problems that seemed insurmountable. The smile moves from her mouth to her eyes, as she thanks the butterflies for their gifts. Isn't that lovely? I love the way she writes. It's very gentle. It's very wise. It's very like the cycles of life, like the cycles of the seasons. So, and it also reminds me that the full moon on the 22nd is what they call a seasonal blue moon. And that means that between the equinox in March and the solstice in June, that we will have 3, and in this case 4 full moons. We're going to have one on March 23rd. On April 22nd we had one, and we're going to have one on May 22nd and then June 20th. So the third one in the season is being considered a blue moon. And the blue moon means um, one that it looks brighter perhaps. And I think that just brings in the energies. When I think of the color blues, these blues here that I see, I think of loyalty. I think of a spiritual connection. I think of communications, your throat chakra. And I think of the divine feminine, like the Mother Mary energies, her mantle, the blue diamond energies, which are loving and taking us into um, protection and to the fifth dimension. Well, I don't know where that came from, but there you go. That's your channeled message for today. I just wanted to thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing with me and allowing me to um, be in your space and take your time and have you listen to this reading. And I send you many blessings for the month of May, Aquarius. Namaste.